For thousands of years, humans have looked at the world around them and tried to make sense of everything they couldn't explain. Storms that smashed villages, diseases that wiped out families, crops that suddenly died, mysterious deaths, unusual behavior, and even just plain bad luck. Before we had science and medicine, the easiest explanation was always the same. Someone must have done this on purpose, using hidden powers, secret rituals, and dark forces. And so, the idea of witches was born. Humans who supposedly wielded supernatural powers, talked to spirits, danced with demons, and occasionally turned into animals just for the fun of it. Across ancient civilizations like Egypt, Babylon, Greece, and Rome, magic was seen as a part of everyday life. Some magic was considered good, like healing charms or protective amulets. Some was considered dangerous, but nobody truly feared witches the way Europe later did. The massive global panic we call witch hunts exploded when religion, politics, fear, ignorance, and desperation mixed together into the deadliest cocktail in history. Millions of people believed witches were real, not because they were stupid, but because their world was terrifying, unpredictable, and full of suffering. Imagine living in a village where a single infection could kill half your family, or one bad storm could starve an entire region. In that world, you would also look for someone to blame, someone visible and weak, someone the community already disliked, someone who couldn't fight back. In the early Middle Ages, the Christian Church officially declared magic as mere superstition. They basically said, witches aren't real, everyone calm down. But humans being humans, nobody really calmed down. People still believed in spirits, curses, demons, and shapeshifters, because these ideas were deeply rooted in folklore, long before Christianity arrived. Everything changed in the 1200s and 1300s, when Europe was hit with disasters so massive that people became desperate for explanations. The Black Death wiped out 1/3 of Europe, that has 25 million people dead in just a few years. Whole towns were abandoned, corpses were piled in the streets, and families died overnight. When suffering reaches that scale, logic dies with it. Suddenly, the church changed its tune. They started suggesting that maybe witches were real after all, and they were working with the devil to destroy Christian society. Small rumors became full-blown dogma. Priests, theologians, and bishops started warning people that witches were organized and plotting against humanity. And if a powerful authority keeps telling you a threat exists, eventually, you believe it. That's how the foundations of the Great Witch Panic were laid. But the real nuclear bomb that exploded, which paranoia came in 1487, two German inquisitors wrote a book called Malleus Maleficarum, or the Hammer of Witches. This book claimed witches could control the weather, cause miscarriages, kill children, summon storms, fly at night, sleep with demons, shapeshift into animals, poison wells, destroy crops, castrate men with spells, and basically ruin every single part of life. The book was filled with complete nonsense, but remember, this was an era with no science, no psychology, no modern medicine. People needed explanations. If a baby died, it wasn't because of bacteria. They didn't even know bacteria existed. If a cow produced no milk, it wasn't disease, it was a curse. If a storm destroyed a harvest, it wasn't a climate pattern, it was witchcraft. Fear turned that book into one of the most influential pieces of propaganda ever made. Thanks to the new invention of the printing press, Malleus Maleficarum was printed all across Europe. Imagine it like a medieval viral video that nobody could escape.